Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. So today I'm gonna do a journal with me, but I'm not sure which one I want to journal in yet. Either my fun journal, which is A5, or my daily journal, which is my A6. Because I was thinking of showing you guys how I did my vintage tickets using the stamps that I have and maybe some of the die cuts that I have as well. So it depends how the ephemeras of the vintage ticket stamps turns out, then maybe I will decide which journal I should use that in, or maybe I'll use it in two of my journals simultaneously. Let's see how it goes. Okay, first up, I think I did this kind of video before previously using I think my Tim Holtz stamp, Cyanic nature and all that, but today I'm going to incorporate that into my journal with me. Sorry. First up, we need some vintage papers, right? So you can use any type of vintage paper. Best of course is those that can absorb the ink pad that you want to use, right? So here I have tons of vintage papers I've collected over the years. So let's see, I have those in A5 size. I love this Daiso clear folder. This is in A4, but it has like half a pocket. So it's just perfect for my A5 size vintage paper. Let me see, I wanted to get a couple of papers that I think will go well with my vintage stamps. Let's see. I don't fancy like really thick paper. Maybe one of this, because it's not difficult, it'll make your journal grow bulky. But you know, this paper are like gorgeous, and some of them are like a bit more thicker than the usual, you know, printing papers. This is okay. This is regular weight and regular thickness. This as well. I think this looks great. Let's see what else. This is a gorgeous brown color too. And sometimes, you know, when you get this type of vintage paper that is not just pure color, it has some design on top of it. The ink might not go well on this type of paper, so you have to sort of try it out first. I love this green too. Let's see what else what other color should we use? I think this gray too. Okay, let's just take a few and try it out, right? So as you can see, my papers are more of a green, gray, brown, and yellowish color. I don't have those bright colors because I like vintage color more. I actually have a lot more. This file is like super thick, it can no longer accommodate. So yeah, but it's easier for me to look for my vintage paper in this, you know, rather than putting them in my drawers. And I have some here too, smaller pieces. Right, maybe we can use this as well. I have vintage red here, vintage blue, vintage green. Yeah, I have some of this color here too. Let's see whether, yeah, I have a red too. So let's see whether we can use some of those. We might not be able to use all of them, but yeah, let's just try it out as we go on. And the first stamp that I'm gonna be using, there are lots of stamps that you can use. It doesn't really have to be like tickets stamp per se, you know. It can be something like, let me see whether I have any. Yeah, something like this, or this can be used as well. Even this, you know, you can stamp it out and cut it out. It doesn't have to be like tickets per se. So this, I got it from Elizabeth Craft Design from scrapbook.com. So there's Elizabeth Craft Design Planner Essential Stamps, and this theme is CS292 tickets. And come with this is the die cuts. So this die cuts is called, let me see whether it has any numbers attached to it. No. Oh yeah, here it is. Planner Essentials 56 tickets and tabs. 2008. Ta-da! So let's do this. Okay. This is still new, like super new. I haven't even used it yet. So I need this one. Will it fit? Yeah, it fits most of the stem here. Okay, so this is called a cling-on stem or clear, what is it called? Clear stem. It's clear stem. So you will need an acrylic block for you to be able to use it to stem it down. Let's try. I think I'm gonna go for this one first. This is like just pure stem. I mean just pure thicket stem. You don't have to do anything else with that. Okay, let's peel this off. Put it on the acrylic block. Now most of your acrylic block, right? Hold on guys. I want to make it straight. One thing is this type of stem doesn't have like a square box over it, so you need to line it up, but luckily it's transparent, so you need to line it up straight so that you get a straight stem out image. So most of the acrylic blocks has grit, which is easy for you to line up. So I think I'm gonna go with this color first. I like it that it has some white pattern on it. Let's put the paper aside. And for ink pads, I'll normally go with black color, either Stays On or either Sachihata. Depends on the paper. So this paper looks like pretty smooth and a bit like too smooth, so I think I'm gonna use Stays On. And for clear stem, I will prepare a wet wipe, because I think it's easier for you to clean your clear stem directly with wet wipes. Normally I don't clean it that way. I'll just stamp on a piece of unused paper until it's clean. But for clear stem, I would normally use wet wipes to clean it because it's easier to clean. So now let's put the ink down. Hopefully I can get a clear image. Ta-da! Okay, let's stamp it down straight. Oh, so sticky. Well, but it's okay. It's not like super clear, but it's okay. And I think I want to stamp down one on maybe this color. Right, let's use the Sachihata and see. That's one thing about Stays On. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't do well with clear stem. It's like super sticky and super... You have to use a lot of ink on it. Let's try on here. Push it down real well. Ah. Oh, okay, this looks good. Now, normally I'll just clean it off directly. There we go. It's easier to clean for clear stems because you can see, and I think the ink can come off better rather than those, you know, vintage or classical or those normal red rubber stamp. Okay, so that's with that. Let's see what else you want to use. What do you guys think? Let's try this. Or okay, I have an idea. Hold on. Let me put this back. Because I saw this in the Elizabeth Craft design, the way they, not the way they do it, the design that they have. They actually use this and this as well, and this as well, and here. I think they cut it out first, and this as well, and only stamp it on later. Because now especially with this one, I can't really measure my stamp on this without cutting out the paper first. Let's try, okay? Let's try, shall we? Normally the actual step is for you to sort of stamp it down first, then do the die cutting. But if you want to have something like this, I don't think I can stamp it down that perfectly. So let's see whether we can do the die cut first and stamp it down. So I never did this before, so I'm doing this together with all of you. So let's hope it turns out good. This first time I'm using this die as well. I always have a problem getting this out because they have double-sided tape in this to ensure the die stays on. Okay, there we go. So I think I'm gonna cut this, all the tickets out, right? And this one too. This can be used as well. I think it's using this one, yeah, or this one. This is too big. I think it's this one. It fitted this one. Oh. I'm not sure whether I'll be. Sometimes I feel that I'm gonna break it when I pull the die out. Right. Just have to be careful. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna use this first. Let's use this on this. Check this out. Yes, it's fitted perfectly. Gorgeous. Do I have enough paper for this? No, I don't. But it's okay. I can actually cut this out first. Hold on, guys. Let me get a pencil. I'm sorry if I don't do this like very systematically. Oh, I think you guys are too far. Hold on. This is better, right? So sorry, guys. I'm sorry if I don't do this systematically because, you know, this is like, I'm doing this like, right, I mean, I'm doing this on sort of like spontaneously. I didn't plan. I want to make sure the paper is straight though. I didn't plan this, and I definitely didn't do this. I haven't done this before, as in this is the first time I'm using this die cuts, and the first time I'm using this stamp, so I might be a bit all over the place. Okay, so hope you guys bear with me for a little bit. So I'm gonna cut out the excess paper, right? So it's easier for me to use the die. Let's just try one first, right? Okay, and now I'm gonna put this right here. I can do it, yeah, this way. So what we normally do is get a washi tape, the one that you don't usually use, or the one that I think you do not want to use anymore, so that it will help you to ensure that your paper and your die stays put, if you know what I mean. Right, okay. Okay. I think this is okay. It's okay if it's not too, you know, not too like straight. Sometimes the actual vintage paper is not straight too. Now let's just put this over my. You think there would be any problem with this that doesn't have any paper? Maybe I should just put a piece of unwanted paper here, just in case, right? I do not want my die to be spoiled or anything. So let's just put this here. And now, let's put it through my Tim Holtz die cutting machine, which is a mini one. super cute. I haven't used this for a while. Let's hold on guys, I need to shift it this way. It's easier for me to do. Ooh. Let's see whether it works. Oh yes it does, yes it does. Sorry guys. So just take this out. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, I don't need this. I don't need this. There we go. Gorgeous, right? Let's do another one, shall we? We don't have to throw this away. We might need it later on. So let's just put it aside. Same goes with this. So now I think I want to sort of die cut it first before I stamp them. And I think I'm gonna use this color. I really like this color. And I want to use this later on too. Next, I think I'm just putting it back here first. I'm going to use this. Oopsie. Ah. Okay. Here it is. And I think I need to cut it out. To cut the paper out. One here. And maybe one here. It's going to fit perfectly. So I'm just gonna sort of measure where I'm gonna cut out my paper. Four centimeter, 1 to 3.5. Right, let's go for 3.5 centimeter. Just a rough measurement. I like to cut my paper straight, even though it's just like for a little bit, because let's do until 3 here. 15 till 3. Because it's easier for me to use the paper later on. You don't have to be so precise like me. I'm a bit OCD on certain things. So you can just, just cut it out. Roughly the size of the die cut is fine. Okay, let's go for this one. Well, I hope this video won't be too long, but I really want to share with you guys how I create my vintage tickets. And I didn't manage to do a live journal with me session yet. Very sorry about that. I hope this is some sort of a similar way of not to say a live journal with me, at least oh, it's not straight. How come? Never mind. So it's not like live per se, but at least it's something like a journal with me session as well, where you can get out your tools, your supplies, and do this together with me. Okay, let's just put this down. Then here, it's okay if yours it's crooked here because you haven't stamped down anything yet, right? Put this down and get my. I have the big die cutting machine too. The full size one. Wow, it's so dusty here. Sorry guys. Because I haven't been using my die cutting machine for a while. Okay, let's go. Wow, I can hear the cracking noise. Which I think that means is thoroughly cut through. Yes. There we go. So I have this, and I have this. Next step Next step is, of course, to get the stem out now. Let's see. This is for this too. Let's hope I can stand them straight. So the best way to do this is, sorry if I'm all over the place. Find out which place you want to stamp it down with and put it there. Look, it's exactly on the, like the shape and everything. So you have to be precise too. Don't move, don't move. And this acrylic stamp is a bit sticky too, which is a good thing in this sense because it won't move about too much. So once you're happy how they are, and this one have to be a bit lower. Yeah. Oh, you have to have steady hands for this. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Okay, that's okay. The bottom one is okay. So once you're happy with this, take your acrylic block, stick them down. Then you have a precise sort of like distance where you want it to be. Let's try using Sachiata now. Where is it? I hope it will dry properly. Because the StazOn is a bit difficult to use on acrylic stamp. Okay, let's see whether I can stamp it down precisely now. Let's see whether this method works, or I have to stamp it down first before I do the die cutting. Moment of truth. Wow, this looks great. Perfect, perfect. Now cleaning my stamp. Oh wow, oh wow. Actually, I can stamp this down first. I shouldn't have cleaned this now. On a few more, then I can die cut it properly now. I don't have to, let me see. Yeah, I think it's perfect, right? So I want it on, let me see what color. This gray color. I want it on this, all this small one first, I think, right? The blue color, the red, the gray, everything. Love this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love this, I love this. I still have this to stamp on. Give me a minute. Maybe I stamp this down off camera. Oh, look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? Actually, if you want, this can be a stamp too by itself. I mean, a sticker by itself. You don't have to cut it out this way. Gorgeous, right? So now I'm gonna go run it through my die cutting machine. Ta-da! Wow, this looks really, really, really cute and gorgeous. Wow. Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, we have another one, which is this one. I haven't stamped this down yet. Let's see. Which stamp am I gonna use? Let's see. I think this might be too long a video. I might need to do a sort of like a part 2 for this. I might need to do a journal with me on this second video because this is like coming to 24 minutes. Even if I pause halfway, you know, to complete all the die cutting and the stamping, yeah, it might take a while. And I haven't even used other stamps yet. This is just the Elizabeth Craft design. So I think I'm gonna use this for this one. Again, you should put this down first. Oh no, I don't think it's that way. It does. No. This is not gonna look good on that. So let me see, what should I use instead? 25 cents. Oh yes, this 25 cents will fit perfectly on this one. Let's get my 25 cents here, and there's a small little stamp for this one. That's the reason why I buy this set of stamps, because it has like everything perfectly, you know, ready for you. Wow, this should go this way. I do not want to get it upside down. This is a bit difficult to get it straight because it's sticky, first thing. Secondly, it's, yeah, how am I gonna, okay, I think, so hold on guys, bear with me. Now the downside of doing the die cutting first and stamping later is this. You have to measure it, and the paper will sort of move about too. Can you see? The the paper is like curving upwards after the die cutting, so it's difficult to lay down flat. First thing, right? It's not exactly straight, I know, but that's the best for now. Yeah, okay. But if you stamp it first, it's difficult to measure too. How do you know how much the space is in between two stamps, right? So just now, what I did when, you know, I stamped this out and cut it, it's not easy too. You have to measure the die on the stamp. So both ways has its up and downs. I mean, have its advantage and disadvantage. But I felt that you have to do this first. Then if you like the outcome of this, then you can stamp this on other few pieces of paper and then die cut it all together. It's gorgeous too, right? Gorgeous. Okay, so this is how it turns out. Gorgeous, right? Actually, you can do a lot of things with the stamps. Well, I didn't know that just only two stamps. Two stamps, and it's no, two sets of vintage stickers, and it's already taken half an hour. So these are like pre-ready stamps and die cuts for you to do, which I mean is perfect if you like vintage stickers and you want to create them yourself. You can just buy different type of color papers like this, and it has vintage colors if you like vintage, or any other color paper that you like, and you can stamp it out yourself this way. I think there are a lot more. Hold on, let me see. This, which is have empty spaces in between that you can use like this or this on this here. I think it's perfect too, and this can be cut out by itself, and this as well. Yeah, actually you can do lots of things with this. I mean, I do not want to use the same stamp for the whole video. So next up, I'm going to be using some of those stamps that doesn't have die cuts that I seldom show in my videos, so you can have a look how I use them. Let's just put this back first. Okay, next up, I'm going to be using Cyanic Nature, which this is like a pre-ready stamp, but it has some spaces for you to put in your own combination as well. So I've chosen some new colors, and I think I like this one. Let's use this one for now. And I love stamps that has borders because it eases me to cut it out. I'm not sure whether Sachihata will stay on, but let's try. I like Sachihata better because it's more how to say, watery than stays on. As you can see just now, stays on doesn't work well on some papers too. It's like too sticky and the ink doesn't come out well. So let's just, ooh, did I smear it? I felt that I've touched the paper before I really press it down. No, I didn't smear it. So this is how it looks. Gorgeous. So I've cut this out, and I want to use this. This is also Cyanic nature stamp. Wow, this like cost me a fortune. It has 12 stamps, each one stamp for each month, of course. I like it that it has some wording here. The birthstone for September, sapphire, charity, virtual honesty. So, and it has the weeks too, but the weeks doesn't have words. So I choose the month instead. I can only afford one. So this stamp can go two ways. This way or this way. I'm thinking which way I want it to go. I think this way. I stamp it right here. Stamp it right here. Stamp it right here. Stamp it right here, I think. Here. Because there's a box here, but it doesn't fit it, right? Maybe it's just stamp it on top, and I have some wording here. And I think I want to use vintage blue on this, because if everything is black, maybe it doesn't look that good. Or I can stamp it right here because I'm using blue, and I can stamp something on top. That's fine. This is new. I've bought it for a while now, but you know, it's so expensive that I I don't have the heart to use it yet at that time. Now I felt that, well, I have to use it to make it worth the money, right? So let's just put it right here. Okay, it turns out okay. I mean, that's the reason why I want to use different colors, so that it seems like this is a form and this is stamp on. So normally I would just clean my stamp on a piece of unused paper. Now for this part, I think I'm gonna use wait, I saw another stamp of Cyanic nature, just this one, which I think I can use on top here, right? But I want to stamp something here, so I think this is too busy for it. Let me get another pile of stamps. Look, I have so much stamps. Yeah, I was thinking of using this or this. I think this is better. This is like simple and nice. Oh, I have another one. Hold on guys. This one. So I think I'm gonna use this here. Yeah, I'll still use this color. This is new too. This is not Cyanic nature, but it looks really similar to Cyanic nature quality, right? And have a look at this. This is Cyanic nature. Look at the wood. It's almost similar, just that the wording that they stamp on the wooden pack is different. And of course, Cyanic nature has its brand name here. This I think is Tutti or Petite, either one. And look at the rubber, and look at the double-sided tape that glued the rubber together. Is the same. I can tell you exactly the same. The quality is the same. So I think they're using the same the stamp manufacturer. This is new, first time using. Okay, I'm gonna stamp it just right here. Awesome. Next, I want to stamp some wording here. I'm gonna use this one. This is from something of mine, SOM. I think I'm gonna use black color for this, so that the wording seems to be together with the form. I think this is the first time I'm using these two. I just got this not long ago. Okay, seems okay. And I want to stamp like a number stamp on top. And for that, I'm gonna use red color. This vintage red. And the number stamp, I'm gonna use this one. Hope I'm getting it straight. Oh, perfect. So sometimes you can, customize your own vintage stickers like this, right? So let's see. You guys want to see one more that I do? Hold on. How about this one? I haven't used this before too. This is another Cyanic nature. Oh, I know. Maybe not this. Hold on. And guys, let me get the stem out. think, show you guys this one. I like this size, and you don't have to like do any customization for this anymore, but you do have to stamp it straight. So this is another paper. Let's just do a simple one this round. So sometimes if you get this type of stamp, you don't have to really stamp it directly on your pages. You can use a piece of colored paper like this one. I won't recommend you to use, of course, those like bright colored papers, because this is more like vintage style of ticket stamp, right? So I'm gonna stamp the same one here, so I get a bit of a different color that I can use. Okay, so let's just see how it goes. Okay, this looks good. Any other color that I want? Let me see. I think this one. I don't think I can use too much of this paper here. Yeah, this one. I want to use this space so I don't waste the paper. I said this is more like a vintage theme kind of stamp, so you don't have to use like too bright a color of a paper. Just get something neutral, like blue, not the fluorescent blue, of course, this type of blue. Okay, I'm happy with this now. Or you can get brown, yellow, but you know those vintage yellows and not the like bright yellows. Green, you can get those olive green, right, and not those bright green. And I'm gonna stamp this one too. I want to stamp on this paper. This one. Yeah, let's use up this and I can just throw it away. Meaning I don't have to keep the whatever that's remaining anymore. There's not enough paper for me to stamp another stamp in this. Awesome. And I want to use other colors too. This gray one. Green will be something like this. Then this type of red is gorgeous too. So yeah. These are the papers that I would normally choose. No. For creating my own vintage tickets or vintage paper ephemera. Gorgeous. Green, I think I want a red first. Okay. I'm trying to find a place where I can save up most of the paper so I can use more of it. Don't want to waste any paper, of course, you know. Gorgeous. So this is the easy one. You just stamp it on the paper and then just have to cut it straight. So my challenge is to cut it straight, but this is how it looks. Oh, another one here. This pink color is not too bad too. Right, so the bigger ones, I only have one. I actually have bigger stamps, just that, yeah, maybe I stamp it out on some vintage paper too, so I can have some choices, you know, to layer it this way. This looks good too, as you can see. Oh, I love this. Maybe blue. Yeah, about this one. Gorgeous, right? So let me see what other stamps I have. This is gorgeous too. So this like Cyanic nature stamps. I haven't used this. This is pretty new. This I've used. So I'm gonna stamp all this on just vintage paper, like all this, so that I can have different sizes to layer them. If they're like similar sizes, it's difficult for me to layer, right? So the process is the same. I'm just gonna stamp them down as straight as I can, and I'm gonna cut them out. Okay guys, it took me a while to cut this all out. Sometimes it's not straight, it's not perfect, but it's fine. I'm so tired, especially my thumb, because I have to press down the blade to make sure it's straight. But yeah, I think it's gorgeous. Actually, I can do more different type of stamps rather than, you know, this tree stamps, which, and I only have one of these because this takes time to make, as you know, you have to customize it yourself. So if I don't have the time, sometime I'll just use these ready-made stamps. Just cut it out. So I think now it's like coming to 40 minutes, so I'm not gonna continue with journal with me in this video. It's a bit too long. I'm gonna do a part 2 of journal with me to use all these paper ephemeras that I created. So I'll see you guys in part 2.